What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday, and you know what that means. It is time for the next Multiversus yay or nay episode. And today we're going to bring you guys a character that has been requested by quite a few regular long-time watchers of this series, so it's only fair to reward you. You know, long-time watchers, you know, you get your character. So that will be none other than the Flame Princess from Adventure Time. Let's see how many people would be down for her to join the fray. So if you haven't seen the series, we're going to go over a few ideas for some moves that she might bring with her into Multiverses, some ideas for alternate costumes, and maybe some taunts. And then down in the comments, we play along by either saying, yay, you want to see this playable character. So, yay, you want to see Flame Princess, or nay, you don't want to. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the first of 4 possible moves for the Flame Princess. And the first one is going to be called, I guess we'll call it like Flame Burst, but this would be an absolute perfect little neutral special here. So Flame Princess can basically kind of shoot out like these small little bursts of, or dare we call them little fireballs, basically. Little fire blast from her hand, just a small little projectile. It works very well as a neutral special. It could work as, you know, just firing out one of these flame bursts. You could fire out multiple at a time. You could fire out, you know, maybe by holding the button. It's kind of like a constant, like bop, 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 you know, kind of keeps firing out these nice little projectiles to play around with. So, and plus, you know, we could always give her something to do with the ignited ability in Multiversus, so that could always be fun. You know, if you hit the opponent, you know, multiple times with this, then it starts an ignite stack. But you know, just a fun idea. It is the Flame Princess after all. Move number 2, the Scatterfire. Now, for this attack, Flame Princess will kind of shoot out like 4 scatter bursts, we'll say, and they kind of go in all different directions. So she's kind of got like 2 that will go up and outwards, and then say 2 that will kind of go down and out. But after a few seconds, they actually become like a heat-seeking projectile, and we could make it kind of fun. So if, when you use this attack as Flame Princess, if all 4 of these scatter bursts hit the same opponent, then that opponent will become ignited for, say, 2 seconds. Of course, these projectiles can make contact with like a platform or something, another enemy that might be on stage, so it could disrupt that. But, you know, in 1v1s, if you fire out all 4 of these and they hit the opponent, well, guess what? They become ignited, and, well, ignited just equals to a little bit more damage, and that's always a good thing. Move number 3, Flame Slash. For this one, Fire Princess would ignite her hand with like a light blue, like a blue flame, right? And then she kind of just slashes it forward. This one could be used in a few different ways, but this could be like a part of her, we'll say, jab combo, you know, kind of delivers like a couple punches or, you know, cross attacks with her flame hand. It's a simple idea for, you know, that. We could also use it as like a forward air possibly, or like a ground forward. I think forward air might work a little bit better, but either way, ignites her hand and slashes forward. It's a simple idea. She doesn't always have to throw out fire. She can use it in a melee sort of capacity as well. So yeah, there you go. Flame Slash for move number 3. Now move number 4, the Flame Spray, or Fire Spray, whichever you want to call it. But this one would be really fun. So I envision this move kind of being somewhat identical to Superman's Frost Breath attack. And what I mean by that is Fire Princess can kind of hold this attack for a long time. And if opponents are caught in the Flame Spray, then they kind of build up stacks of ignited over time. And say once you reach, you know, 15 out of 15 stacks, then they do become ignited. So it'd be a fun way to kind of rack up stuff. And like I said, somewhat similar to Superman with his Frost Breath. He can just kind of hold that, and you know, your opponent will slowly rack up stacks of freezing that. So somewhat similar, but you know, just make it fire instead of frost. Now on to the alternate costume portion. Now, I don't know if I have the names of these alternate costumes correct, but I think I do. But either way, first one up, I think this one is called the Flame Queen look. This one looks pretty good. I would, if Flame Princess was in the game, I think this was something I would definitely buy myself. But you can see she kind of dons this we'll say battle armor. I think that'd be a really fun look for her on the battlefield. Got the hair, you know, upwards the entire time. The flame itself, like there's another idea for an attack. You could say the hair itself could be, you know, like used to like whip up or down or whatever. We're past moves, but either way, this is an idea for an alternate costume. And the second idea that I came up with, we'll just call it like the flame dress, I suppose. Either way, we see she's rocking the shorter haircut here, and you can see she does have like it's supposed to be a dress of some kind. So yeah, I called it the fire dress. I'm sure that's not what it's called, but you guys see what it looks like on screen. So I think it works. Both of these work. Great idea for alternate costumes. And like always, if you have your own ideas, feel free to drop those in the comments as well, because this whole video is basically just ideas, or, you know, what the character could possibly look like. Now for some taunts. Came up with a couple things. I think I don't, we'll just call this first one a stare, like the awkward stare, kind of like she realized something real quick. So here's what it is. Here's what it is. I mean, you see it. She's just kind of like staring at you, and then like got little embers kind of, you know, going off in the background. Just, you know, just something a little simple. I think this would be kind of fun. But what about another one where she's kind of learning of her powers and the consequences she can kind of have? So what about like the flower burn? She kind of bends over and kind of like picks up a flower and just kind of like ignites it, and it just kind of like burns right there. I don't know. I thought that would be kind of a fun one as well, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that would be a decent idea. But either way, there's a couple ideas for some taunts. And that brings us to the end of the video, the yay or nay portion. For me, I would say yay. I always like characters with, you know, fire abilities and stuff. And, you know, simple. It's a yay for me. She might be lower on my list of characters that I'd like to see, which I still think she'd make for a pretty fun addition to the game. So, yeah, yay for me, for Flame Princess. Let me know what you guys got down in the comments. We should be back next week with the updated stats. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll wait and see. But, yeah, either way, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.